Yes, it's John G. Sutton, Tales from the Jails. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about a certain celebrity murderer that you may all know. Certainly won't love the bastard. He killed about, well, they reckon, 60, 70, maybe 150 women. Nobody knows how many people he killed. He's a Dr. Harold Shipman. And he was from a place called Hyde, which is a suburb of Manchester. Now, a strange thing about Harold Shipman and myself, because Harold Shipman was for a while the doctor that looked after my brother Martin, who was at the time a detective inspector, and he lived at Hyde. And he went to see Shipman. He tells me very clearly that he went to see Shipman about his wife was expecting a child, and Shipman had the audacity to say to my brother, "Well, I mean, you've already got 3 children. What do you need any more for?" Seriously, as if he wasn't there. He was there to actually care for the physical health of my brother, not advise him on how many children he should have. And there was a suspicion raised about Harold Shipman and the number of deaths that were occurring in and around the area of Hyde. And the one thing that they all had in common was that their doctor was Harold Shipman. And Harold Shipman was signing their death certificates, but he was also at the same time, unbeknownst to everybody else, administering excessive doses of medication that killed generally speaking, they were elderly people. And he wasn't just killing them because he was mentioned in their will, or he was no doubt mentioned in the will of some of them, but that wasn't the reason. He was just a murdering maniac. And the police investigated him apparently, and found there was nothing there. They couldn't say that he was murdering them or anything like that, so they gave him a clean bill of health. Seriously, not my brother. Some other detective went to check him out. Anyway, subsequently it transpired that Shipman was proved to be poisoning his patients, and they were exhuming bodies left, right, and centre, and all full of this excessive doses of sedatives. That's how he murdered his victims. About 100. Well, they reckon they don't know how many. Hundreds of them, perhaps. How long had he been doing it? Nobody knows. Maniac Shipman ended up in Strangeways. Now, that is how I know a little bit more about him, because I obviously had colleagues still working in Strangeways who were telling me that this maniac Dr. Harold Shipman had set himself up inside Strangeways running a bloody clinic on the wings. He was seeing people and telling them what medication they need. So they were turning up at the hospital clinic. "Oh, well, we need such and such a thing." Dr. Shipman's told. "Oh, really?" Bloody maniac was trying to practice as a doctor whilst he was imprisoned at Strangeways. Anyway, Harold Shipman certainly shuffled off his mortal coil, and he is now practicing something else in the, well, won't be upstairs, will he? Be downstairs, medicating the devils. No doubt about it. Another thing I want to talk about today is Rule 43s. Now, at Strangeways, the Rule 43s were on C1 landing, and it was encased. It was underneath the thing, like D1 and C1 were under. There was a hard floor above them. Yeah. And the inmates on C1, Rule 43s, yeah, there was a big problem, because what they were doing, these people, I mean, they all pretty much were there for molesting children or murdering little girls and stuff like this. And a lot of them had put in appeals to the High Court or the RCJ in London to appeal against their sentences. Because when a prisoner appeals against his sentence, he's entitled to have all the files of his case with him, so that he can prepare his case to present to the court. The problem we found with the Rule 43s at Strangeways was a lot of their files contained photographic evidence of their offences. So you'd get inmates who would say murdered 3 little girls, and they had all the photographs and they were passing them round. These Rule 43 sex offenders were exchanging case photographs with each. Hey, so no matter what you do, I mean, that's the thing. You see, people say, "Oh, he's a nonce, you know, he can't." But the thing is, it's an illness, it's a disease. They're mentally ill, and they must be mentally ill to do that. I mean, I see. Don't forget, I worked there for a while, and I'd be down on the landings, walking around, and seeing these people in the cells swapping photographs. I said, "Come here, show me what you're doing here. Show me what you're doing." We tried to stop it, but we were told by the Board of Visitors, actually, that this was we couldn't do this. That it was an offence against their rights, because they had a right to their case files to prepare their defence. But some of the photographs, you know, little children laid out naked with things protruding from the bodies and different orifices, absolutely horrendous. There's no wonder I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. Seriously, I do. I sound mad, I'm talking about it now, but I frequently wake up in the middle of the night and I'm still in Strangeways. And I can't get that dream. I can't escape from that dream. I wake up, I realise you're not there now, John. You're not there. And I keep saying to myself, you've got to get out of there. But I can't get out. And I fall back asleep and I'm back walking them damn landings. It's a terrible thing. Anyway, you've not had to experience that. All you've got is tales from the jails. Now, some of you have been asking about the guitar that you frequently see behind me and asking to see if there's any more of it. Well, today is a special treat, and some lady has asked me to sing a certain song. They wanted me to sing, was it Heartbreak Hotel? Well, I don't know about singing it, but in memory of Strangeways, I'm going to murder it for you. Yeah, and then you can watch the photographic evidence and swap it amongst yourself. How about that? Eh? So for today, you can be a Rule 46, not a Rule 43. We'll have our own rules. Rule 46. And my grandson here, the wonderful Aaron, who's currently at Leicester University doing a degree in engineering, and he's here, and he's here today. He's going to play my Ovation Celebrity Deluxe guitar. And we're going to crucify, how about that? Not just a standard strangulation. We're going to crucify Heartbreak Hotel. I'll just see if I can get you to see Aaron. Yeah, there we are. If you can see my grandson there. Yeah. Thank you, Aaron. Right. So I'll just put the camera back. You see my Batman in the back there? Batman. Yeah. Ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready, I think.
I'm not sure if I'm ready, but here we go. Heartbreak Hotel. Well, since my baby left me, I've found a new place to dwell. It's down the end of Lonesome Street at a Heartbreak Hotel. Well, baby, now it's ever so lonely. It's oh so lonely. It's oh so lonely. You could die. Now, if your baby leaves you, you've got a place to dwell. You get yourself to Lonely Street at Heartbreak Hotel, yeah. It's lonely, it's ever so lonely. It's oh so lonely, you could die. There you go. We murdered that. Tales from the Jails. My name's John G. Sutton. Do subscribe. Thank you very much. See you soon. Thank you, Aaron.